Hi Internet, and welcome to the Friday vlog. A little bit different look today, but I am Dwayne and I wanted to talk to you today about the book that I am currently reading, which is called The Art of Possibility. It's by Rosamund and Benjamin Zander. And the premise of the book is that everything in our life is made up. It's all an invention. It's all stories that we tell ourselves based on our assumptions. So how we see ourselves and our surroundings and our circumstances and the value of things, everything is basically an invention that we make, stories that we tell ourselves. And it all comes from those assumptions. Now, they kind of illustrate this by showing a very, very old puzzle, which is right here. As you can see, it's a series of 9 dots in a square. And the puzzle is to draw a line through each of the 9 dots using only 4 straight lines and never lifting your pen. Now, that may seem impossible because if you try and try and try, you might think that, well, it's going to actually take 5 lines to do this. But there is a solution that requires 4 lines. If you think that it takes 5 and you can't see the 4-line solution, it might be that you are assuming that the outside edge of dots is the constraint for the size of this puzzle, where I never actually said that. You can use as much as the white space around the puzzle as you possibly want to. So the solution to this is this. As you can see, it is in fact possible, and you can do it with 4 lines, as long as you are not constrained by the assumption that the outer rim of dots is the maximum size of the amount of room you can take. Now, this is true with not only this puzzle, but life as well. We are constrained by the assumptions that we make about our value at work. So that might affect our income, about how deserving we are of a loving relationship, which can affect your relationships. It can be anything. The value of another person in your life, the value you provide to a relationship. All of these things are constrained by the assumptions that we make about them. So changing those assumptions can really make a difference in where your life takes you and what kind of outcomes you get. And in this book, they give you a number of fairly simple things that you can do on a daily basis to change those assumptions, to change your paradigm about your life. The first is to question, what am I assuming in this situation, and how does that affect the situation, and am I even aware of these assumptions? There's a lot of questions that you can ask to really clarify why you're seeing things the way you're seeing them. And I have an example of real life stuff involving this, which concerns my son. Graham is 12, and for the last 2 years or so, he has been building from scratch of his own design an electric car that he can get in and drive around. And the production of this car has been tied up with one specific step, which is small but significant. It's how to control the motor as it comes to bringing power to the drive system, and how to control the throttle. And I think Graham had assumed that this was going to be a very difficult thing to solve. And I'm sure that Corey and I, because we don't know anything about this, likely weren't helpful in that case. And so it has taken Graham a long time to figure this piece out. And he wanted to do this all himself. But when we got talking about it, I remembered that an old friend from a long, long time ago named Ted is an absolute genius when it comes to electronics and digital things and that kind of stuff. So we called him up on Skype a couple days ago, and within about 2 minutes he had a solution for Graham and was willing to send Graham the parts to make this actually work. And so it took something that had tied Graham up for a long time and really constrained his ability to build this car. And all of a sudden, his assumptions were shown to be false, and the parts are on the way. So he's going to be able to build this car really quickly. Had he not had that assumption that this was going to be a difficult thing, then possibly this wouldn't have taken this long to do. So just changing that one assumption, which Ted helped him do, it's made it so that he can finish this project. And that's what can happen in any part of your life. And this is something that it does take practice. The exercises they have in here, they are practices. They're things that you have to do over and over again to get good at. But it's well worth it. So I'll encourage you to take a look at this book. Think about your own assumptions. Think about what it is that's constraining you and holding you back, and really open your mind to the different possibilities. And you might find that little things that you can do every day will make a really big difference in where your life is taking you. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you did like the video, please leave it a like, put your comments in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel if you want to know what's coming up next. I do put out 2 videos every week. Tuesdays are my Walk to Remember video series on my family's journey through postpartum depression. And then Fridays I do this, my video blog where I just talk about the things that are important to me at the time. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.